Okay. All right. So we've gone through 3 stories already. It's about five minutes each. That's not bad. Okay, let's see the next thing that we have on our docket. We talked about Neon versus the Breakfast Club, Bob Barker. We talked about that CEO. Okay, I want to talk about this. My 90s babies. My 90s, not 90s as in like that was when you were born, but if you know your music mindset is set in the 90s, I want you to give me a hand raise, please. Okay? If you musically are still living in the 90s, give me a hand raise. Jade was one of my favorite groups, even though they had like 1.5 songs, right? And they had that song, Don't Walk Away, Boy, Don't Walk Away, My Love Won't Hurt You, Won't Hurt You, right? But after that song, I never heard anything from Jade. And I was like, where did they go? Well, a story came up about them today. So apparently, all 3 members of Jade, they co-owned the trademark to their group. So the name of the R&B group Jade, in terms of being able to perform, in terms of being able to put out albums, that was co-owned by all 3 members of the group. Hey, Thomas, right? Here's the problem. So, of course, we haven't really heard from Jade since the 90s. But apparently they were still out there performing, or at least 2 of them were. And that's where the problem came in. 2 of the original members of Jade, they were still out there performing. They got a 3rd person to fill in for the 3rd member of Jade, and they were out here booking shows. And the member who was left out, she sued them for trademark infringement because she said, I own a 1/3 of that trademark for the group, and you're doing this without my permission, right? So they went to court and they battled it out. Who do you think won? The 1 member who was out, or the 2 who were continuing to perform? I'm going to give you the answer. The 2 who were continuing to perform, they won, because even though they all co-owned the trademark, nothing in their agreement as a group said that they could not individually pursue opportunities for the group. Meaning there was nothing that said it had to be a unanimous decision for them to be able to use the name. Each of them owns a 1/3 of the name, so each of them has the right to engage that name for business. So if you own a trademark with more than 1 person, first of all, I would not recommend that. If it's a trademark for a business, have the business own it, or have 1 single person, because you don't want to have to deal, with all those things, unless it's really important to you. I'm not saying you can't do it. I just wouldn't recommend it. But if you are going to own a trademark amongst more than 1 person, you need to stipulate whether each person can use that trademark individually, or whether it needs to be unanimous amongst all of the owners of the name. Okay. But listen, Jade, please come to DC. I'll come to the show. I will come to the show just for that 1 song. And they had the cut off sweaters. I thought they were so cute. Okay. Couldn't tell me nothing. All right. But yeah, just a word to the wise. Okay.